Okay guys, we're here on Madison and 40th Street. We got a manhole going pretty good.
Next available.
He's doing his gurgling. He's gonna gurgle until he blows up or he calms down.
Checks out. 75 clock checks out. Madison checks out. Level.
There's another manhole in front of me right there. It looks like it blew its top, so this came in as smoke inside of a building. Just so you guys know. They're not talking on the radio, but there's not a lot to say. They're waiting for Con Ed. Units gotta check some of the buildings for the CO reading. He'll do a few more revolutions like that until he calms down or goes on fire altogether.
7 iron 7.
Alright, there you go.
7. You guys went in the restaurant? Yeah, we got into 2-3 East 4-0. Which is the restaurant?
They're doing searches over there.
Alright, 10-4. We got in that side door that leads into the main building on Madison Avenue. I believe it's 285. Looks like ladder 2's in there. Do you have any CO readings? You have to check with them. There is a little bit of a haze in there.
Yeah, that must have been the building that the smoke call came in from, probably to the left there.
7 Dovey. Where you guys at? Take up.
He's close to being done. Actually, the smoke is turning darker. Gurgling harder and harder. The smoke is getting darker, so he's an angry manhole.
Ladder 7, ladder 2. Roger. You guys in the basement at 285? Negative. We're just looking out the front door of 3 out.
They're doing all the searches on all the buildings.
Standing on the sidewalk of 48 now.
They gotta send a few more members. She goes under the tape, that one there. Let's see if it blows up right next to her. Unbelievable, these people.
Where'd you guys go? We're in the basement below the stakeout. Simple.
Very weird. Very weird. 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe more now. Anyway, the members are over there waiting for instructions from the big bosses, whoever's Italian chief or whatever. I don't know if they're gonna do any more searches on some of the buildings up here. That's a very big building. I believe that's the one that had the call for smoke. Anyway, one of the some more of the members over there. Anyway, so as I was saying, hold on.
And where are you and Jamie? 285 Madison. Checks out, but now the door to the exterior is open. And it's letting some little bit of smoke in here. Alright, 10-4. Did you get the door closed? 10-4. Alright, 10-4. Latitude Beach. Just been checking the buildings on the south side of the 40th. We're going to head back to the rig. Meet you there. 10-4.
Anyway, I wanted to show you the wood that's on the floor there. It looks like it fell down, and that manhole cover right there might belong to a hole somewhere. I don't know if it blew up or it didn't. But anyway.
10-4.
It's calming down some. Alright. The minute you don't film it, that's when it's gonna go up. Smoke.
Please cross the first off, Supervisor. Time 032 hours to second 45.
Anyway, so the procedure is that they gotta check all the buildings for CO readings. It looks like they checked most of them out, and they gotta let the manhole gurgle and do whatever it's doing until Con Ed gets here. When Con Ed gets here, it cuts off the energy to it, and then they ask them to probably stretch a line or two, and once they stretch a line or two, they ask Con Ed if they want the manhole flooded or not.
Ladder 7 to command. Command. We got into all the various utility rooms in the basement of 285 Madison, where the utilities come through the foundation. No CO readings. Alright, 10-4. 8 to Alpha. Justin, tell them we're dropping down to 101. We're using engine 65 and ladder 7, awaiting Con Ed.
Alright, the chief is gonna drop down to 1 and 1. He's gonna wait for Con Ed with those units. And hold on.
Box 757, we're dropped down to a 1 and 1 with engine 65, ladder 7, awaiting Con Ed. 10-4.
They're gonna wait for Con Ed and let it gurgle, let it burn itself out, or escalate, however it decides to go. But the members are continuing to do their searches. As you can see over here, they gotta search the basement and everything else to make sure that the CO readings are not high, and no smoke is pushing into the buildings. Like I said early on, this call came in as smoke in a building.
Ladder 7 to command. Command. We're going to need PD for security for 23 East 40, the steakhouse. We just pulled the lock cylinder. That far.
Once he does a whole bunch of revolutions like that, the manhole wires usually burn themselves out eventually because there's nothing left connected. And he's done quite a few of those revolutions. Or he could decide to continue and blow up altogether. Some of the units are taking up ladder 2. I think 65 and 7 is going to stay here, but I'm not sure. Anyway, then they have this contraption here that may or may not have anything to do with that. There's a lot of work going on here.
Right now, we're going to probably check out. We're going to be for security. We have 4th entry to 2-3 Laurel Street. 10-4.
Alright, he's got... They see fire pushing out of... They see fire pushing out of the manhole. I gotta pay attention. He wants a priority response from Con Ed. It could go completely on fire soon. Anyway, as I was saying before a couple of times, you got all this construction going on, you have smokestack there, so it may have something to do with it.
We got the 1091 for
Yeah, that's a very, very angry manhole, man. Smoke is turning very black and gray. There's your black and gray smoke.
Side 8.
Conrad has someone en route.
Side 8, 10-4.
Alright, Con Ed is on its way. I'm going to monitor it a little bit longer, but, you know, this is how they are. They take their time.
Man from alarm box 929, address 34 West 5th Street between 9th Avenue and 8th Avenue. Further gas into the location. Man from alarm box 929, address 34 West 5th Street between 9th Avenue and 8th Avenue.
Boom, boom.
1 hour to special 45.
They didn't stretch a line yet. They usually stretch a line, but there goes engine 21. They took it up. So ladder 2 and engine 21 took up. He's keeping here 65 and 20. 65 engine, which is all the way over there on the other side, right there, and tower ladder 7. Until Con Ed arrives on scene and they decide what they're gonna do. Anyway, also when you're on scene of these manholes, you gotta watch all the manholes. There's one right there, and there's one right here. I know how to read the smoke, but you never know if any of them decide to join the revolution. So there's one there, one over there. I believe these ones here were made with all the holes on there to vent when these manholes start gurgling like that. They could release some of the pressure that way. This one not so much, and that one over there not at all, has no holes. So yeah. We're gonna wait around a little bit and see if they ask them to flood it. More likely than not that they will ask them to flood it, and so they have to be on standby. I guess these members were probably sleeping when this came in. All right, we'll monitor for a little longer. He seems to have calmed down tremendously. All right, so we're still here. The manhole's pretty calm, but it has a lot of black smoke and gray smoke pushing. There you go. We did another revolution. The popo are coming. And he's sizzling downstairs. You could hear it. So he's not fully burnt out. Okay, Con Ed just got here, so they're gonna see what they gotta do. He's got a laptop.
We're back on your position. We'll advise more about no area.
Next one. I'm open for it. I'll pick up at 45.
I'm gonna see if Con Ed's gonna go check it out and see if they need to flood it or whatever they need to do. The manhole is still gurgling, but not as much, and the smoke is getting less and less. Of course, he would gurgle when I said that. He's looking for a valve or somewhere connection where they cut it off or do whatever. He might be a supervisor, so. I don't see if he's gonna tell the chief to flood it or not. We're not gonna be able to film that close to it if he floods it. It's too late in the night or too early in the morning for me to run all the way over there to the other side. He's calling somebody to find out what they need to do.
Engine 39.
Engine 39 was going to drive southbound and get traffic. Looking at both directions. You have 10-7.
10-4, stand by. Unit calling Manhattan.
Engine 16, we went from East 34th Street. You have nothing. Section 12.
10-4, we're taking 10-7.
All right, guys, we're gonna be taking up from here shortly.
We did not see anything.
We're waiting. The supervisor came. He's assessing the situation. He's discussing it with Battalion 8. The engine is on the other side, waiting to see if they're gonna have to stretch a line. Tower ladder's there, and the emergency crew just arrived. They're the ones that determine with the supervisor whether they need the manhole flooded or not. So they just got here. There's the engine that would stretch the line, and we're gonna continue to monitor it. They're getting ready. They know exactly what to do. They do this 10 times a day probably. So there they are. And they're gonna check it out. There's the supervisor. He's gonna know really quickly by examining it and see. Hi, how are you? All right, and see if they need to put water in it. They'll determine that pretty quickly. So they're discussing it. He's showing him the diagram on the computer. What's what, what's where, what needs to be done. And if they stretch the line, I'll get them stretching the line and putting a little water in it. They're gonna be out of here. I think it's like 4:30 in the morning. And I was in the process of eating a late dinner. All right, he just asked them to flood it. He wants them to flood it, so they got to stretch the line. They got. All right, he wants them to flood it. Let me see how they're gonna bring the engine. They're gonna have to move the engine over here. They're gonna bring the engine from over there. They're gonna stretch the line, and then we're gonna. All right, they're gonna have to do a big production and close the avenue. They're deciding whether they're going to use this hydrant over here or go all the way around. Well, let me see what they're going to do. They haven't decided. One of them might go check it and see. So they're gonna go check and see if the hydrant down the street works. If that works, they're gonna go all the way around. If it doesn't, they're gonna have to do it with the one on the other side. If they do it on the one on the other side, they're gonna have to close down Madison Avenue temporarily until they get it done.
Jared, you can come around. This hydrant's good. 10-4 coming around.
All right, there goes the engine. They're gonna go around. I don't think I'm gonna run over there. They're going to drive the engine around the other side, and they're going to use the hydrant down there. The police are bringing in extra assets because they have to secure all the businesses that they not broke, but forced entry into, to make sure that there was nothing going on in any of the basements and the CO readings. So they're bringing ESU just got here. ESU is going to secure some of the doors and so on and so forth. The power ladder is moving up a little bit. I don't know if they're going to go to the other side or what they're going to do. There's the engine. It went around the block. So they're gonna flood it. You'll see a couple scenes. It's getting very, very late. There goes the line. Alright, there they are. We'll see when they start spraying and then we'll be done. They're waiting for permission. Never a dull moment in New York City, especially in the middle of the night. You never know what's going to happen. They're charging the line right now. That's the noise the engine makes when it's getting water to the line. Here's the popo. They're securing the businesses, as I said before. Alright, let me see when they authorize water. I mean... Ready for water. Here comes your water.
Kenny, just hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure we're good to go. I'm going to ask the Con Ed guy.
The battalion chief wants to ask the Con Ed guy or the officer.
Tornado.
Box 1610 CPR progress, EMS.
That's ESU. They're going over there to secure those doors. They got their little toolkits and stuff like that they carry in the red thing, the red bag. And they're getting more stuff over there, I think. The city that never sleeps.
Alarm box 1745, location West 181 Street and Amsterdam Avenue for an auto extrication. Alarm box 1745, location West 181
Alright, I'm gonna hang on for a second.
Amsterdam Avenue for an auto extrication.
Kenny, we're good.
Alright, the chief just gave the word. They're picking up the line, they're putting water in the manhole, they're gonna flood it. They gotta do it a little bit at a time and can't really see much. There you go.
The chauffeur, Jared, you drop the pressure a little. That's it.
In front of 7-Eleven. 10-4. 10-04, 1 hour, 6 seconds, 45.
Can't really see much of what it's doing because the pressure is creating mist and stuff like that. Alright, you guys got the idea.
Box 1526, coming to box 1526 by the order of engine 37. Time 0413 hours to 7:45.
We're gonna get out of here. Okay guys, we're gonna take up from here from 40th Street to Madison Avenue. As this winds down, they're still putting water on it. The chief's over there talking to the members. The water's flowing, and we're gonna get out of here. 2 and 2, we're gonna see you all on the other side. The bar people are all coming out.